Hi everybody, Miro from Wheatland Realty here. Thank you for joining me again for another edition of Parkbench Plainfield, your local community website where we feature and share the stories of business professionals who live or work in the Plainfield area. Today my guest is Eric from National SoftWash. I hope that you find his story interesting and enjoy it. Good morning, Eric, and thank you for inviting me over to your company.
Absolutely.
And welcome to Parkbench Plainfield. Why don't you tell us what gave you the idea to get into National SoftWash? How did this whole thing come to be?
It's a pretty unique story. Actually, there's three partners, myself, Dennis Podsmick, and Dave Weber. And the three of us went to Illinois State University, I'll say 20 years ago at this point. And we've been great friends since. And Dennis had basically driving down the street realized that all those black streaks on people's roofs were kind of irritating, and he couldn't really figure out what was going on behind it. So he researched the science and kind of figured out that there's an opportunity to clean these and make a change. Researched a company to affiliate with, and then we were actually sitting having a couple beers, and he mentioned it to us. And Dennis has got a background in construction management. Dave's got a background in sales and marketing. And I'm kind of an entrepreneur by trade and sales and marketing side. So it was a logical fit. We both had, we all three had the same visions. We decided to kind of take a look at this. We did some analytics and realized that there's quite a market and opportunity. So we took off. I started a business plan, and we all researched it and said, all right, we're in. So then we just kind of took off from there.
And what are the main services you provide?
So it's an exterior cleaning business. We take care of the mold and mildew that's on top of roofs, the black streaks that you see. On siding, you see the green algae and stuff on people's homes. We take care of that. We also do both pressure washing and soft washing on concrete, on pavers. We do exterior window cleaning, gutter cleaning. So strictly an exterior cleaning. We consider it more of a detailing service than just spraying and siding to get rid of the stuff. So we kind of detail a home just like you would detail your car. If you wax and treat your car really well, then we're the company you would hire to basically make sure your house is clean and ready to go every year.
Right. How long have you had the business now?
So in May it would be the start of our fourth season. So we started kind of the first year was learning the ropes and figuring out what we were doing and hiring and getting things going, and then we've grown exponentially every year, so we're pretty excited for a big year.
I think a lot of people can relate to what you've been going through, especially if they've started a business in the last few years. What would you say are some of the major obstacles you guys had to overcome?
Our biggest obstacle, two things, I guess, neither one of which we really saw coming. One was customer awareness. Because our service and our process was new to this area. It generated in Florida. It's worked its way up. It's been in Florida for 20 plus years, 25 years. It's just never worked its way up. But now that the weather and the climate and everything has affected the houses here, now we have to explain to people that yes, you can take care of these issues. It's super easy to do and it can be resolved. So it's really trying to explain to customers that you can fix it and how to fix it and what's the proper way to do it. So we really didn't see that as being an obstacle for us, but we quickly learned that. Second is hiring. It is very hard to get good, consistent help, and we're very detailed and diligent. We have pretty tough training process. We actually our guys have to get certified, so it's not just hiring a college kid and going out to work. So we want very good, solid people, and we've had a core group that's stayed with us, but as we've grown, we're seeing some of the growing pains. So again, it's not getting the phone to ring, it's not opportunity, it's been actually getting the good quality workers that we need to be consistent for us.
Right. So for someone who's thinking about starting their own business in general, given all the challenges you've had to face and overcome and continue to work through, what advice would you give to that person? What would you say to them?
I think a big thing that a lot of people have in visions of starting a business, and I've started probably 4 different businesses over the last 15 years, you have to be realistic. There's a lot of pie in the sky, and I'm going to do this in year one, and it's good to have a good, solid core business plan. Make sure you've researched your market, you're aware of what you're doing. So I think having a realistic expectation of the amount of work that goes in, I think so many people are confused on that. They think we'll just buy a franchise or start something that's just turnkey, and it's just not. It's a lot of hard work. It takes a long time to build the dividends that you'll get from it.
Right. So now, me being a homeowner, right, here's what I'm thinking right now, which I'm pretty sure people who see this might be thinking the same thing. Mm-hmm. If I decide to use your services, what is the pricing structure? How much does this cost?
So we have everybody, every single estimate, we have somebody come to site. So we take a look, because we'll get the call and say, I've got the green algae on the north side of my house. That's call number one. We get the majority of the time. So we explained that, we can take care of that, but what you don't know is that same algae is on the other sides of the house, or it's on the concrete. Just killing that one side by doing our process isn't necessarily taking care of the problem. It'll solve it for now, but it will come back faster. And again, we look at ourselves as more of a detailing company. So we have our guys come to the house. They set an appointment. You don't have to be there. They'll come out and look at it. They'll send you an estimate via email with pictures, quick call or whatever to, discuss it with you. Usually within a day or two. We try to do a 24-hour turnaround. And the price is based on the size of the house, the material, and what other aspects you're going to be doing. So it's all varies. Our pricing is literally across the board depending on what it is.
How much of a role does the weather play in you getting the work done?
It is a factor. We actually can clean in light rain. It doesn't affect, because it's a chemical cleaning process, so the chemicals are still applied. They still work fine. Light rain is actually not a bad thing for us at all. Our biggest challenge, obviously winter, we're shut down. That's not even a thought. But wind is a major factor for us more than anything, because we can spray, our trucks are equipped to spray about 35 feet from the ground. Mm-hmm. So we have very little ladder work, so we're a lot more efficient. The downside is if you get 15, 20 mile per hour gusts, you've got chemicals going everywhere. So we have to really monitor that. So really wind is our biggest challenge more than anything else.
Mm-hmm. What are your big goals and objectives for 2020? What are you hoping to accomplish? What's your vision?
We have expanded. This is a brand new shop that we're sitting in. So we've already expanded. We have 5 trucks on the road now. Our goal at the end of this year is to expand to a second branch to like the North Shore, those northern suburbs. So, consistent base, I think, is our big thing, is, expand we've expanded a couple product offerings. But I think the real big goal for this year is, to hit our sales numbers, of course, everything we're supposed to. But the goal would be to see our expansion happen in 2021.
Eric, can you share with us how your company is different than your competitor down the street?
Absolutely. Customer service, I guess, number one. We pride ourselves on it. We've seen so many and heard so many contractor stories about they don't show up on time. I never heard from them. I can't get a hold of them. All that stuff is that was actually a big focus of mine, and part of my job is to make sure that we have a very fluid process. And second is our cleaning process is different than what the industry's seen. We use very little pressure. It's called SoftWash for a reason. So it's basically we take the water from your hose, we run it through a pump, and speed it up, to about 60 psi, which is dramatically lower than the pressure washer that everybody sees, or you can rent from Home Depot or whatever. So we don't damage anything. It's a chemical cleaning process more than a pressure cleaning process. Mm-hmm. So our process will actually treat and sanitize the mold, mildew, algae that's on your siding, cobwebs, dirt, whatever. It's gone and it won't come back. It's several years. In fact, our roofs, we actually guarantee for 5 years that those streaks are gone. Pressure washing, the old way of doing this was basically it's like you were cleaning your counter and you were just throwing stuff at it as fast as you can, and everything that was on your counter just flew off to the sides. It's still there. It's still around. We are treating it, cleaning it. It's like a Lysol wipe on a counter. Like we're cleaning the process. So it's a big difference.
While we're fixing the problem, we are also doing some preventive maintenance so that it doesn't happen again next year. It'll
Correct.
take a while before it resurfaces.
100%. In fact, that's one of our biggest benefits, and also the biggest things that we've seen from our customers is they would have, they would rent a pressure washer or buy one or try to have somebody do it, and they would do it every single year. And now we're seeing, 3, now coming into our 4th season, people still have not asked for repeats, and because we follow up with them and they're like, no, I'm still good. Everything still looks great at my house. So it's a great thing because you don't have to deal with it, and it's not an annual maintenance thing. However, we do see a lot of people that just like their house detailed. So it's not even the algae anymore. They just want the cobwebs off, and it's just that freshening up at the beginning of the year, that spring cleanup, we call it.
Yeah. Is there anything exciting happening right now with your business that you would like to share with people?
The industry as a whole is rapidly growing because of this process. It was invented in Florida from the distributor that we work with. It's definitely changed the industry, so we're seeing some pretty rapid growth. We've became the market leader in Chicagoland area, so it was a big opportunity for us. We saw it. We immediately immersed ourselves in rapid growth and really taking advantage of the market. So, from our personal business, we're growing as fast as we can, and making sure all our customers are happy and our reviews are great and everything's good. And again, expanding our workforce from the original 4 to we'll have 16 people this year. So. New jobs and
great to hear local businesses growing.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Music to my ear.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the best thing for everybody. They're all local employees, very good paid employees, and we teach them and help them kind of make sure that they're doing the right thing with their money and taking advantage of all the opportunities we give them. So it's a kind of a whole holistic effect, I guess, of what we're trying to do.
Once again, Eric, thank you so much for hanging out with me today and for really giving us a chance to get to know you a little bit better. Spring is right around the corner,
Absolutely.
So I'm sure you'll be getting a lot of emails and phone calls.
Yeah, March kicks it off pretty hard for us, so we're just waiting for that weather and get this winter over with. So thank you very much.
You bet, my pleasure.
If you would like more information on National SoftWash, please scroll down to the bottom of the page and you'll see all the different ways that you can reach out to Eric and his team. And for those of you who would like to get a chance to share your story on this website, all you have to do is go to www.parkbench.com/Plainfield and click on the request interview icon, and we'll take care of the rest. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. See you next time.